Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Precise Book Reviews. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then please do so right now so that you do not miss any of my latest videos of book reviews. A forgotten hero, an unforgettable battle, that's the foundation of this epic tale that we will review today. The author has been described as India's Tolkien by the BBC, and let us see if he has created another publishing phenomenon just like his previous books. The book that we will review and discuss today is The Legend of Suheldev, the King Who Saved India, written by Amishtripathi. This book released on June 20th this year, and I got this book on the day of its release. You will see that just below the author's name it is written an immortal writer's center book. What this means is that Amish works with a team of writers to whom he relates the complete story. He also gives them the research material, and then they write the first draft, which later Amish works upon. Amish has a lot of stories to share with us, and he feels that he needs the help of these writers' center by which he can publish books at a much faster rate. After reading this book, I can only say that I love that idea and am looking forward for more such stories from the Writers' Center. Amish is an IIM graduate, banker turned award-winning author. He worked for 14 years in the financial service industry before turning to full-time writing. His first book, The Immortals of Meluha, is also the first book in the Shiva trilogy and is a book that you will find in almost every ardent book lover's house. His 7 books have sold over 5 million copies and have been translated into 19 Indian and international languages. This is his 8th book. His Shiva trilogy is the fastest selling book series in Indian publishing history, while his Ramchandra series is the second fastest. He was listed among the 50 most powerful Indians by India Today in the year 2019. Based on true events from Indian history, this is the epic tale of a magnetic leader in the outstanding Battle of Barbaric. The original title had the Battle of Barbaric written on it, but somehow it did not get published and had been removed. The book's plot is from the 11th century, when repeated attacks by Mahmud of Ghazni and his barbaric Turkic soldiers had weakened India's northern regions. The invaders plundered, raped and killed. There are no rules that the Turkish army follows, which becomes too difficult to handle for our Indian rulers, because we knew only Dharma Yuddha, where there were a set of rules which makes war fair for both the sides. The book begins with the raid and destruction of one of the holiest temples of our land, the magnificent Lord Shiva temple of Somnath. At this most desperate of times, a warrior rises to defend the nation, and that is King Suheldev. He sees what must be done for his motherland and is willing to sacrifice his all for it. The leader, the king, Suheldev, is an inspiration and has been ignored in the books of Indian history. This book is very relevant for today's time when we are divided on the lines of caste and religion. This is a very inspiring story and is a blockbuster writing. This is true history and something everybody in our country must know about. This book is written in plain and simple English, which makes it gripping and unputdownable. You can carry on with this book for hours together. This simple plain English also makes sure that this book penetrates into the masses. The story has many brief instances where it talks about the typical mindset of us Indians during those times, which made it very easy for foreign dynasties to divide and rule us. I started reading it at around 10 p.m. and continued till 2 a.m. without realizing the time that went by. I completed the book the next day in another 3 hours of sitting. We must appreciate Amish's effort of bringing the nation's attention to a legend we had forgot. The book was actually supposed to be released in 2018 but got into legal troubles due to the contradicting theories on the caste of SUHELDEV. The king SUHELDEV is not in mainstream history, and this has made it ideal for political appropriation. If you had seen the cover of the book 2 years ago, then it was totally different from the one that has been released now. Many scenes in the book will remind you of Tanaji or Game of Thrones and other war-based movies, and this may distract you and make you overthink on what could happen next. Some of the sentences in this book have very modern references, and it's a little funny on how during the 11th century they could speak those lines. And hence, even though the plot is from an ancient era, you feel that this book is of recent times. If you are into this genre of stories and have watched many series or movies of this theme, then you can guess every twist that comes on the next page. Take it from me, even though the book has some drawbacks, you will not be bored for any second reading this book. If you are a hardcore reader, then you may be a little disappointed. But I think bringing the legend of SUHELDEV to mainstream history is something I would give top priority than other things. The narrative is very crisp and the intent of the book is very clear. You will fall in love with the characters of this book, and I'm sure you will be waiting for Amish's next book. Grab your copy right now. This book is almost a 300-page read and is priced at around $286 for the paperback, and the Kindle version is at around $250. I would suggest you to buy the paperback as it is very comfortable and easy on the eyes. The link to buy this book is in the description below. If you liked this video, then hit the like button and please share it with your friends.